All right, everybody. Have you had a good day on this new release Wednesday? It's been kind of one of those weird days for me. It's almost like a Monday, but on a Wednesday. I don't know. We've been a little off center today, but we're going to turn it around tonight, bust into a couple of awesome new releases. We are probably going to have some unpaid teams setting in tribute the way it looks right now, but as the norm, we're going to go over a little information first. We'll see if the person gets their teams paid while we're doing that, and if they don't, then we're going to have a few up for grabs potentially. Feedback automated 100%. You never have to wait on me that way. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return with no waiting. And of course, the second thing there is to say thank you. Appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me tonight as we bust into a couple of new release products. Taking a look here at what we're going to be breaking in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, half case of Gold Standard Football, loose boxes from a shared case. Also tomorrow night is a 10-box inner case of Contenders Optic Basketball and a 5-box case of Immaculate Collegiate Football. On Friday, we're going to open a half case of Leaf Rookie Retro. That's a multi-sport product. It's a half case break of loose boxes from a shared case, and spots are sold by the first letter of the last name, and they are listed in the category of football if you're looking for it. We'll break a second case of Tribute Baseball on Friday night, and then encased basketball, a fourth case of it. On Saturday night, that's when we will finish up the back half of this case of Donruss football that we're going to start tonight. And of course, Sunday is an off night, and I'm going to schedule Monday as an off night too. I need to get caught up on some stuff, so I think we're going to have a couple days off there to hopefully at least get us a little closer to caught up anyway. Both of our breaks tonight are paid shipping breaks, Tribute and Donruss Football. I am projecting that they will ship out to you approximately Monday. Now, it is possible that I can get one or maybe both out sooner than Monday. That would be my goal, and if I can accomplish that, of course, I will happily do so. But plan on Monday, and we'll just be pleasantly surprised if we can manage to get it out sooner. Donruss football, you don't need to worry, I don't think, about not pulling cards in there. Base cards don't ship to the teams, but there's a million inserts in Donruss football, so, teams are still going to have a lot of stuff coming to them. If, however, you get skunked in Tribute Baseball and you don't pull anything at all, not a single card of any sort, you can expect that you will still get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. Normally, we would now go to the next page and be ready to break. However, as has become our sad norm lately, I think we may have some unpaid teams to deal with. So I'm checking it again right now, and it looks like we do. So I need to see if we can possibly find a home for some teams here. So we have the Detroit Tigers, the Dodgers, and the Royals. And if anybody wanted all three of them, that person would get preference, and the total for all three would be $75. If no one wants all three, then we would sell them out individually. The Tigers were $21.50, the Dodgers were $31, and the Royals were $22 and some change, which we'll just call $22. So that is what is available here for Tribute. Detroit Tigers, the Dodgers, and the Royals need to find a home because they are sitting here unpaid. So is anybody willing or interested in picking those up? Martin is. Hi, Martin, by the way. How have you been? I haven't seen you in forever. And James is here. Ziggy Zig. It looks like that Martin beat you to it, and he's going to pick up all three of those unpaid teams. So, Martin, that is awesome. Give me a second here to get this cleaned up on eBay. So I'm going to first cancel it out here on eBay. Then I'm going to give you a little bit of information. so that you can shoot the money over by way of PayPal while I am updating the spreadsheet. And give me 1 second here, guys, while I'm working on that. Martin, you probably have this already, but in case you don't, whoops, I'm trying to get it typed in. If I can quit making fat finger typos, that is. All right, so there is the PayPal email, Martin, and if you want to just shoot that over, I am now going to get this all taken care of for you on the spreadsheet and whatnot. Well, I'm trying to. It's sitting here like awaiting. All right. Bear with me a hot second, guys, while we get this straightened up here. And thank you, Martin, for picking those up. Appreciate it. All right, so we are talking about the Tigers, the Dodgers, and the Royals, right? So let me get those fixed. There's Dodgers, and there's Royals. All right. Very good. Now we can go back and look at our spreadsheet again. Right on. So this is what we're opening first. It is a 6-box full case of Tribute Baseball. And this, of course, is break number 1 because, it just came out today. So that is why we are busting into it here tonight. And, of course, team names are there on the left-hand side. That says 9 Eastern. I made a typo on that. I'm so used to typing in 9 o'clock. Obviously, tonight was an early start at 8:30. So how about I fix that just for the sake of future reference. It is actually 8:30 Eastern tonight, not our regular 9 Eastern. Now, other than that, team names on the left, winning bidders cross from on the right. And, of course, Martin kind enough to step in and pick up those 3 unpaid teams that we had. We'll take a look at the Donruss break. The Donruss break spreadsheet when we finish up this break. I'm trying to fix the time and making a big mess. There we go. Now I think finally I have it under control here. So Tribute is headed our way first and foremost. Let me start getting some things out of here. And Martin, how have you been, man? I haven't seen you in ages. Not in chat anyway. I mean, you may have been around, but just not chatting with us. I don't know, but it's the first time I've seen you in chat in a while. So good to see you, man. How are things in California? All right, let me do one other quick little thing here. And we should be good to go. So Tribute, this break doesn't take a terribly long time. So if you are here for Donruss football, don't wander too far off. Give us maybe 30, 35 minutes, something like that. And I am adjusting the focus here. We're going to do a little manual focus so that we can see things up a little closer than we might be able to otherwise. What we are looking for in each box: 3 on-card autographs, 3 memorabilia hits per box in each of our expensive Tribute boxes. This is supposed to be the first high-end Topps release of the new card trading year. Well, you see how that worked out for them, right? Because obviously it's way past the start of the year. They just managed to get this released, but normally this product would have come out in probably late January, early February-ish. But Topps, they always like to keep us guessing, don't they? Tell you what, let's get a couple of packs out at once because there's not very many cards per pack, so we'll get a handful of them out. Maybe we'll just get them all out. Make 2 stacks. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. And then we'll start looking at them. We'll just have to delay our gratification once. Oh, thank you for shooting over the payment, man. Appreciate it. And been pretty good here for the most part. I have had some challenges lately with my lovely Spectrum service. Many of you remember that I lost phone, internet, and cable for 48 hours. What was that, last week? And now today, if you try to use the landline phone, it just emits this high-pitched, like, shrieking sound. You know what the sound is for the National Broadcast Alert System? It's that. Yeah, so crazy. But I didn't even bother to call them about it. I figured, we'll wait and see if it gets fixed tomorrow or not. So first out is Whitey Ford for the Yankees. Let's just go ahead and sleeve these as we go tonight. Andujar and the Yankees with a nice little autograph there to 150 to start off the autograph hits for tonight. Then we have Mr. Verlander for the Astros. And Big Papi, David Ortiz, Boston Red Sox. I see a Wade Boggs on the horizon here. And Wade Boggs is for the Tampa Bay Rays. How about that for a throwback? And it is a relic, and you can see up here in the upper corner, it is numbered 250. I had to look up close for that one. Like, is that numbered to 50? Yes, it was. Followed by a Clayton Kershaw purple, also to 50 for the Dodgers. And another Dodger. It's a Dodgery kind of night. Tommy Lasorda. Andre Dawson, Montreal Expos. Now, if you're not familiar with the franchise history, the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. So that handsome-looking card, on-card autograph and all, numbered to 99, heads to the Nationals because, yeah, the Expos became the Nationals. This is Roger Maris for the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi, Trey. How are you? And Sticker Shock is here, too. Hi, Sticker Shock. Derek Jeter for the Yankees. A little Charlie Blackmon action. And Charlie is numbered to 199 for the Rockies. Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. Bryce Harper as a National still in that set. Because, again, they originally planned this set to come out in January or February. My guess is most of the base cards were already printed by then. They must have been held up on the autographs or something else. Jose Abreu for the White Sox with a relic. Bo Jackson, Kansas City Royals. Eugenio Suarez for the Reds. He plays for my own team, and I say his name wrong. I technically think it's supposed to be a Eugenio Suarez or Eugenio Suarez, but I don't know. I always just say Eugenio. But we all know I pronounce most of them wrong. Joey Votto, my Cincinnati Reds, to 150 with a little authenticated relic. Nice. And there's Aaron Judge for the Yankees, and I guess that's all right. I thought, well, maybe we had a little weirdness going on that bottom edge, but as it stands, I think perhaps it is just part of the pattern, maybe. I believe. Trey, yeah, Tribute is such a nice product, and it is one that I always look forward to in the new year because it is typically our first high-end release of the new year. And I'm still glad to have it, but I missed it earlier in the year. It's like now it's coming out. There's so many other high-end products that have already been out ahead of it that I feel like it gets almost overshadowed a little bit coming out this time of year, but it's still awfully nice. Ah, Sally, you're a Reds fan too. Excellent. Well, then you've got the Reds tonight, then that Joey Votto made you happy. How about our Reds lately, right? Maybe we need to get David Bell suspended for 6 more games. Juan Soto and the Nationals with a base card followed by little Carl Yastrzemski and the Red Sox, Lou Gehrig and the Yankees. Yeah, Trey, really late this year. I mean, typically this is more of a, late January, early February release, so really late coming out this year. Numbered to 435, Carter Kieboom and the Nationals. Kyle Schwarber for the Cubbies with a relic in the green parallel, numbered to 99. And then we have Buster Posey for the Giants. Always liked Buster. Ooh, authenticated relic and autograph and numbered to 10. Sweet little hit there for the Giants. Digging that. Jose Ramirez, Indians. And Jose is an autograph again. All this stuff is hard signed in here, and it is numbered to 150. Got a few more base cards. Catfish Hunter makes an appearance for the Yankees. For the Astros, we have George Springer. And then Hank Aaron, my man Hank Aaron for the Braves. Man, the Astros, last couple of games, has that been crazy or what? I mean, they're scoring enough runs to be a football score practically. Last couple of games. Sally says David Bell gets himself suspended. At least I think that's what you're saying. He does. He gets thrown out all the time. But, of course, this one was for that big brawl and the 6-game suspension. But, listen, we've been running along quite well since he's been out. Taking some risks and putting some extra runs on the board. I like it. Alex Bregman, Astros. Mr. Christian Yelich for the Brewers. Sat out last night. Out again tonight, I think. Sore back again. Jackie Robinson, Dodgers. Then we have Minnesota Twins and Eddie Rosario. That looks like another authenticated relic, numbered to 99. And a dual relic. Oh, the plot thickens. Corey Seager for the Dodgers and Yasiel Puig when he was a Dodger. So we don't even have to worry about random or anything. They're both Dodgers to 99. Of course, Puig has since been to my Reds and then on to the Indians. But he was at least a Dodger on that card, and that's what matters. Another one for the Expos, which again is the current Washington Nationals. That is Tim Raines, numbered to 170. So the Nationals are doing quite well tonight. Freddie Freeman. Freddie's to 99 for the Braves. And the Twins with Eddie Rosario. Followed by J.D. Martinez, bad lower left corner. You can see it there. Boston Red Sox. Got a little chipping on that lower front corner. All right. We've got another box to get open, but you know what? Let me find, in case we want to recap it, I should set out the numbered base, which I don't know if I entirely did. Well, anyway, part of it I did, but I don't think I got all of it. Probably the lower number stuff that we did. So, oh, Trey, you were in an earlier break of tribute where they hit a nice Johnny Bench autograph. I would like that. Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron are my two favorite players of all time, really. My two favorite guys, Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron. Okie dokie. Corey Kluber for the Indians is out first. And Corey is numbered to 170. And that would be the same pack where we have a Cal Ripken Jr. relic out of the very same pack where we had the Kluber autograph. That one is numbered to 150. I think that said 150. We'll check it out again, of course, when we recap it. Warren Spahn, Boston Braves, which are the current Atlanta Braves, of course. So Warren to Atlanta. Mr. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Followed by the Babe for the Yankees. Paul DeJong, St. Louis Cardinals. Numbered to 25. Woohoo, Cardinals. Nice low number stuff coming at you tonight. Josh Hader for the Brewers. I see another Corey Kluber of some sort coming up here. Of course, we had the nice autograph a moment ago. And looks like you're going to have another Corey Kluber. Wow. That is numbered to 99. This is out of the same box now, mind you. 2 Corey Kluber autographs in the same box. What are the odds? At least they weren't in the same pack, I guess. George Brett, Kansas City Royals. Another player I like. Another blast from the past. Oh, Trey, you have most of Hank Aaron's older cards. Very cool. Very cool. I know, Martin, I can't believe 2 Corey Klubers in the same box. That's crazy. I mean, you wouldn't even really expect 2 in the same case, honestly. Given that, you know, these are not they're not cases with tons and tons of cards in them. And that's kind of a tough pull. I wouldn't have even expected 2 of them in the same case, much less 2 in the same box. But hey, Topps likes to surprise us. And they definitely accomplished it there, I think. Aaron Nola. Phillies. Little Philadelphia love. Rizzo. Cubbies. And there's my Cincinnati Reds. That is Joe Morgan. You saw a redemption. It's sitting right up there in our housekeeping spot. We're going to flip it over at the end of the break along with any other redemptions that we may find in this case. We'll check them all out at once and then head over to the Topps website and verify it all. Noah Syndergaard, Mets. Joey Votto, my Cincinnati Reds, another relic. This one is numbered to 150. And below that, we have a Chris Bryant for the Cubbies, numbered to 10. So Bryant and the Cubs to 10. Not too shabby. And here comes the Texas Rangers, Joey Gallo with an authenticated relic to 150. And Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. And then our redemption, which we will check out at the very end. Let's get it in a sleeve, though, so I can write on it. Jeremy says, let's go Indians. No doubt, Jeremy. You have already recouped your investment, I would say. You're probably pretty happy over there along about now, right? I would be if I had the Indians. I would definitely be doing a little woohooing along about now. For sure. Yeah, Sally, we've got to find you an autograph now, don't we? We found you a couple of relics. We need to get a little ink going for the Cincinnati Reds, huh? Blake Snell and the Tampa Bay Rays. Eddie Murray. Again, I keep seeing that same thing, and I keep thinking we've got a defect down there on that bottom edge, but really, I guess it's just pattern. That was the Orioles, of course. The Yankees and Giancarlo Stanton. Xander Bogaerts, Red Sox. And Xander's relic is numbered to 150. Next up, Mike Trout for the Angels. Mike with an authenticated relic numbered to 50. Yeah, I like that. That's very nice. All right, this is Jake Bauers, another one for the Indians, numbered to 435. So you got your rookie, at least a numbered version of your rookie. We haven't found his autograph yet, but hey, we're not done yet. We got a ways to go. Trey says, oh, at least there's a Tampa Bay Rays base. No, there was a hit earlier for the Rays, remember? I forget who it was now, but somebody who hadn't played for the Rays in forever. But they, like a throwback. But you have a relic, I think, in here for the Rays. Aguilar and the Brewers, Jesus to 150. Mookie Betts, numbered to 99, the green parallel for the Red Sox. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Rays have a relic in here already. Matt Chapman, Cardinals. And then Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge for the Rangers. Oh, yeah, Wade Boggs. That's it. Thank you, Jeremy. I was like, I could not for the life of me think who it was. Yeah, Wade Boggs. That was it. Thank you very much. So yeah, got better news than you thought. You're already on the board with your Rays. We will recap, Trey, all the hits and some of the lower numbered cards as well. Not all the numbered cards because some of them are kind of high, but the lower numbered ones we will. Torrey Hunter, Minnesota Twins. The Oakland A's and Chris Davis. Mitch Haniger for the Mariners. Is he still out, injured, or not? Does anybody know? I don't watch the Mariners play very much. I think they're playing tonight, though, actually, aren't they? Maybe it's Padres-Mariners tonight. I don't know. Reds had an off night, so I wasn't watching. Lance McCullers, Astros to 199. Edwin Encarnacion, Indians. Mike Piazza, Mets. Ooh, dual relic. We've got cloth on one side, wood on the other from the bat, numbered to 99 in the green parallel. And a little Sandy Koufax. Gotta have Sandy in there, right? Base card for the Dodgers with Sandy. Now, how about this bad boy? Numbered to 15. The iconic Perspectives autograph card. Randy Johnson and the D-backs. We've got a little, some minor, kind of very minor, but very minor corner issues there. But how about that, D-backs? Sweet, right? Yeah, loving that one. And it is a Joey Votto kind of night. You got a couple of relics for him, and now you've got his base card as well. We've got 2 left here out of this case, and then, of course, the redemption to flip and the recap will follow. Yeah, I'm with you, Trey. I like that Randy Johnson hit. That was nice. Whoever's got Arizona tonight should be really happy with that one, I think. Diamondbacks been fun to watch this year, by the way. They are a pretty high-scoring team as well this year. Harmon Killebrew and the Twins. Whit Merrifield, Kansas City Royals. Jose Altuve for the Astros. Sean Manaea, Oakland A's. That is numbered to 150. Another Mike Trout relic. Wow. And it is also certified. It's numbered to 150, so a pair of Trout certified relics. There's another one. We're going, yeah, give us some ink maybe. Willie Stargell, Pirates. Carlos Correa, Astros. What have we here? This looks to be interesting. This is certified tribute to the postseason. And it's headed to the Rangers. It's Pudge, Ivan Rodriguez. That's a really nice looking card. I like that a lot. That's numbered to 99. That may very well be my favorite card out of this break so far. I love the design of that card. It's really nice. Garrett Cole to 99, green parallel Astros. I'm going to get a few more sleeves out on the table here. Bear with me a moment. So, you know, it took more than I had accounted for because I decided to sleeve even the base and everything as we go. A lot of times I do that after the break, the base in particular. But on Tribute, it has, you know, a different type of surface than many of our cards have. So I'd rather just sleeve it as we go. Yeah, I don't know if they'll get there or not. I mean, you're right. 2.5 games back is not that far out. But it seems like everybody's 2.5 games back this year, doesn't it? I mean, it's like a really crowded field all right there in that same little space. Jose Ramirez and the Indians. Eddie Murray for the Orioles. The Cardinals and Mark McGwire. Ooh, I see a nice one coming. Let's get all this out of there. Freddie Freeman, Atlanta Braves. And Mr. Freddie Freeman is numbered to 50 for his relic. A-Rod as a Mariner. Right? Dual relic, Alex Rodriguez, Seattle Mariners to 150. And Ronald Acuna Jr. That's right, Atlanta Braves. You got Acuna to 199. All right, next up we have Eddie Matthews for the Milwaukee Braves, which again, guys, became the Atlanta Braves, so that's where the card goes. Andujar for the Yankees. And behind that, if I can get my left hand coordinated there, we have Enos Slaughter, numbered to 50 for the Cardinals. All right, there is one box left of this, which you know what that means. That's right, it is last box mojo time. So we've got to collectively kind of work our mojo here and see if we can't find the big smoking hot hit here out of the last box of the break. If you've jumped in mid-break, Donruss Football is coming up right after we finish this. So we'll finish Tribute, we'll look at the redemption, we'll do a quick little recap through the relics and such and autographs. And then after that, we'll be breaking the Donruss Football. So you've still got another, probably, I don't know, 7-8 minutes or so. But you're not too far in the offing before we'll be rolling on to your product. All right, it is Edwin Diaz for the Mets, the Red Sox, and Mookie Betts. Roberto Clemente for the Pirates. Freddie Freeman, Atlanta Braves. Garrett Cole for the Astros. Bob Allen, Feller. We've got a Bob Allen Motor Mall here, not here, but in a couple of towns away. I've been car shopping. So it came out Bob Allen. Sorry. At least I caught it right away. Bob Feller for the Indians. I know, every once in a while my mind just goes into autopilot and I'm thinking, Bob Allen Motor Mall. Oh boy. Power of advertising, right? Mm-hmm. Right on. Sally says that you need some Joey Votto ink, and Trey says he needs some Austin Meadows ink here out of the last little bit. So let's see if we can accomplish one or both. That is Chance Adams to 99 for the Yankees. Oh, Aaron, your girlfriend Emily is a diehard Diamondbacks fan and a lifetime Phoenix resident, and she is jumping for joy right now over the Randy Johnson. That is so awesome, man. I love that. Well, good, Aaron. I'm glad that that card is going to a good home where it's going to be well loved. Well, here is Whit Merrifield for the Kansas City Royals, and that is numbered to 10 with a certified relic. And then there's a Corey Seager base card behind it. Here comes Al Kaline for the Detroit Tigers. And Al here is numbered to 99. And behind that is a big poppy, David Ortiz, green to 99, Red Sox. Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, Chicago White Sox with a nice one to 170 with Frank Thomas autograph. And then we get a little Reggie Jackson base out for the Oakland A's. And, excuse me, this is Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo. Both are Cubbies. And that is numbered to 150. And both those relics are like identical. I mean, come on. They didn't even give us a pinstripe. So disappointing when they don't give me a pinstripe. Torres, a little bit of a down there on that lower left corner. Not terrible, but somewhat there for the Yankees. Mookie Betts and the Red Sox. And Mookie is green relic to 99, followed by Mr. Nolan Arenado and the Colorado Rockies. I see another one coming out for the Indians. The Indians had a really nice break tonight. Some imperfections you can see here along this bottom edges and bottom corner. Little bits of white there. Jose Ramirez, that is numbered to 50, 5-0 for the Indians. And our last base happens to be Severino for the Yankees, who rumor has it is going to be throwing from the mound pretty soon in some practice sessions. I think he's been throwing in the outfield and whatnot, so he's probably going to be back around the first part of September, maybe. And our relic, oh, nice. Green parallel Walker Buehler, Dodgers. Green should mean that it'll be numbered to 99 when you get it. Of course, as we always do, we'll go to the Topps website and verify that team up on the screen. It is definitely the Dodgers, but you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to put it up there and let you see it. Just give me a hot second to get on the correct page, and then I'll bring you along with me as soon as I can get us there. Oh, come on and load, you stupid page. Usually I have it preloaded, and I kind of forgot, and I preloaded the Panini tonight, and I hadn't remembered to preload the Topps, but there it is. All right, what are we looking for? Tribute. Oh, I hate their new checklist. I can never find anything. Tribute baseball. We just need to go down to the autograph parallel here, and not autograph patches. Not autograph relics, just regular autographs. Where are you, regular autographs? Why have you got to make our lives difficult tonight? There. Now we just have to scroll to Mr. Walker Buehler. And there he is, Los Angeles Dodgers, just like we expected. But now it's all happy, pretty up on the screen. Brought to you live from Topps.com. I have definitely been watching too many car commercials. Martin says, I knew there was going to be a Dodger under there. You could feel it. You had the feeling. Well, yeah, it worked out, didn't it? That Walker Buehler's nice. So this is some of our lower numbered cards. I may not have set every numbered card aside, but I got the majority, at least, of the lower numbered ones here that we can recap. But everything ships, so if you saw it go by, you're going to get it. It's Red Sox to 99. That is Yankees to 99. Cardinals to 50. Astros to 99. Red Sox 99. Cubs numbered to 10. Freddie Freeman to 99. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers to 50. Freddie Freeman, of course, is a Brave. I don't know if I said Braves, but if I didn't, it is the Braves. Next up, a hits recap here. So we have the White Sox, the Tigers, the Royals, Mariners, the Braves. I love that card right there for the Rangers. That is so cool. Cincinnati Reds, the Mets, the Astros, and the Brewers. Then we have our redemption for the Dodgers and Walker Buehler. Indians, Red Sox, Cubbies, Braves, A's. We got to look at both sides of this one. I just love this card too. This is Randy Johnson for the Diamondbacks. That's just such an awesome hit. Only 15 of them too. So very, very nice one for the D-backs. And the Expos, once again, are the Nationals. So that goes to the Nats. That is the Dodgers, the Twins, the Indians. Oh, I had forgotten we hit this. That's really nice for the Giants as well, to 10 with Buster Posey. And another one for the Cubbies with Kyle Schwarber. Cincinnati Reds. No, I'm looking at that pile. I have this card in my hand, and I'm looking at Joey Votto going, Cincinnati Reds. Let's try that again. That's Mike Trout for the Angels. This is Joey Votto for the Cincinnati Reds. Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. There's Joey Gallo for the Rangers. Another Joey Votto for the Reds. Corey Kluber for the Indians. DeYoung for the Cardinals. This is Cal Ripken for the Orioles. And another Corey Kluber. Can you believe? 2 Kluber autographs out of the same case for the Indians. Crazy. Jose Abreu for the White Sox. Charlie Blackmon and the Rockies. Once again, the Nationals are the Expos became the Nationals. So Expos cards like that one go to the Nationals. Here's that Wade Boggs I was telling you about for your Tampa Bay Rays. So Wade Boggs relic to 50. And last but certainly not least is Andujar to 150. Yankees. Martin says, and I hate the Dodgers. How do you hate the Dodgers, man? You're an Angels guy? Because, I mean, you're in L.A. Sure, well, maybe you don't like either one, but usually people who live in the market like one or the other. So are you an Angels guy then, not a Dodgers guy? I like the Dodgers. I like the Angels, too. I love Walker Buehler, though. I think he's so good. And he's from around here, so that's probably part of the reason, too. All right, kids, let's get rolling on down the road here because we have another break to do. Let me get our spreadsheet set up and see what we can find. So again, I'm projecting that the shipping date will most likely be Monday. And if I can get it sent out to you sooner than Monday, I will be happy to do so. And as always, if something unexpected comes up, it could go a day later. If my week goes spectacularly well, it could go earlier. And of course, we're about to break Donruss, where I believe everybody's going to pull cards. But in tribute, if your team got skunked and you did not pull a single card at all, not even a base card, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out when the rest of the break goes out. That's always the case when you have a paid shipping break with me. You're always going to get a package of cards. Now for Donruss, the base cards do not ship to the teams in here. So I'm hoping that everybody saw that in the listing, because you know what? I put it in there even in some extra places because people tell me they don't see it. So I put it all over the place, and hopefully everybody saw it and knows, and that's not a surprise tonight. So this is a 9-box half case of Donruss football. It, of course, released today, so this is break number 1. It ended on eBay tonight, Wednesday night, the 7th of August. And our team names are on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from each team on the opposite side. And then our base card only spot down there. Obviously, all base cards going to that spot. And if you were to look in the listing description, it gives a really specific, detailed list of exactly what is included in with the teams and what is going to the base card category. And if you look at the base card part of it, it will tell you super specifically, like, this is what is excluded from the base card category, this is what is included. Although it's fairly self-explanatory, if you want the more detailed version, it's there. Now, guys, I really do not want to take out all 18 boxes of this and number them on the end, which is often what we do, always almost what we do. I'd say 99% of the time when we are starting a new case, we just take them all out, number them on the end, use random to determine which ones we're going to open. Instead, tonight, let's do this. I have got, let's see how these are split up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have got, oh man. All right, here's how we're going to do it. I've got, these are in stacks of 3 boxes, I guess, 6 across, right? No, yes. So I'm basically going to type in upper left, middle, and then upper right. And then we'll see which it gives us. And then because we'll just take 9 boxes out that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just going to do left. It doesn't have to say upper left, I guess. It's just going to say left, middle, and right. And that way we can do it a little more efficiently and save ourselves a little time over getting all, 18 out of there and numbering them on the end and all that kind of jazz. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go left, middle, and then right. And we'll randomize 3 times. So first one doesn't count, second one doesn't count, third one does. And we're going to open the boxes that are down the middle of the case. Alrighty. That's not going to give me 9, is it? It's going to give me 6. Alrighty. Well, yeah, that gives me 6. So now I do have to put in one more little set of things, don't I? I didn't think that through very well, I suppose. All right. Somebody just well, you probably, by the time I say call it out in chat, I probably could already just do it. So we'll just go over here and do it. We need 3 more boxes, and they can come from either the upper left, the upper right, upper left, upper right, lower left, and lower right. All right, 1 doesn't count, number 2 doesn't count, number 3 does, and we're going to take the boxes from the upper left. Will give us our remaining 3. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3. So there's our 9. There are 9 still in this big master case. So let me get this bad boy out of the way, and then we're going to be cranking. So Donruss football has 80 million cards in it. There are so many cards. And a lot of them, a lot of them are parallels or inserts, because that's just how they do it. We're looking for 1 autograph and 1 memorabilia card per box. on average. Panini always says on average. That could be because sometimes they get replaced by a hit or whatever. So the moral of the story is this. Through this first box, we'll go a little bit slower so you can get an idea of the types of inserts and things that are in here. On the subsequent boxes, because there's such a vast number of cards in here, we're going to go through them pretty quickly. So first box a little slower pace, subsequent boxes a lot faster. Oh, Martin, you said you are a diehard Angels fan. All right, well, no wonder then. No wonder you're like, yeah, I hate the Dodgers. Well, then you won't have any trouble selling it, right? So you can sell it. You won't be tempted to keep it and make a little money. So not a bad outcome. Sean, you need some Kyler Murray in here. All right, my friend, let's find you some. We'll do our best to find some. So as one final reminder, base cards have their own bidding spot. They do not ship to the teams. The numbered cards, the autograph cards, the relics, the inserts, if I didn't say that already, the rated rookie cards, all of those go to the team bidding spots as outlined in the description. If I didn't read everything off, you can review it there in the description. But the base cards go to that bidding spot. So we're going to see, I'm sure, a lot of die cuts in here. This one happens to be numbered to 75. It's Rashawn Gary for the Packers. And the rookies insert set, we'll find plenty of those. Paris Campbell, for the most part, those are probably not going to be numbered. They have that little checkerboard design, but generally speaking, are not going to be numbered. Rated rookie cards here, those go, of course, to the teams. They are not considered base cards if they say rated rookie on them. Another insert set. And what insert set is that actually? Does it say on there? Maybe it's, but it's not a base card. It's an insert set of some sort, but I don't see the name of the insert on it. But that's just an example of a regular base card. So just as an FYI. And there's another one of the rookies with Noah Fant. This is a Kyler Murray rated rookie canvas. So I think we actually saw another canvas a minute ago, but they're again just another type of insert, unnumbered generally. If we do run across one that is numbered, I will for sure let you know. Find a lot of those little advertising cards. I generally will flip them front and back like that so that you can see that there's no card stuck to the back, and more importantly, so I can see that as well. Another insert, Power Formulas. The Champ is here, inserts. Again, I'm just flipping them this first time through the first box so you can kind of gain an understanding of what is numbered and what is not as we go along our merry way here. There's a Joe Flacco with a red border. Press proof those are. So press proofs again go to the teams because they are a parallel. And another parallel there. This is a highlights insert. Ezekiel Elliott, who I think is probably still holding out, right? I believe that he is anyway. Another numbered card for the Panthers, this one is, and it is numbered to 50 with Brian Burns. Try to set aside some of our lower numbered things in case we want to recap them later. That's another press proof. And what card set is this? Action All Pros. And here's a rated rookie that is numbered to 100 with Irv Smith Jr. It is also a press proof for the Vikings. Fans of the game, Aaron Andrews. Of course, we would have to get one that doesn't have a team on there. Some of them just say NFL, so when they just say NFL, they have to go over there in housekeeping. It'll be given out using random.org. if she had been, like, you know, manned up and actually picked an actual team, we would have gone to the team that was on the card. But being that she's a broadcaster and all, she's not going to pick one team, of course. So we'll have to use random to give her out. Khalil Mack, relic, to 299 for the Bears. There's another press proof, Dominators that went by, Gridiron Kings insert, more rated rookie. So, I mean, this box is probably, I would say each one of these boxes probably has, maybe not half, but at least probably 35 to 40% of the cards in every single box are either going to be an insert or a parallel or a rated rookie. So that's what I'm saying. Teams are still going to get plenty of stuff even though the base doesn't ship. This is Tony Gonzalez. It is numbered to 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs with a press proof. Another Dominators. Again, those don't appear to be numbered. If we see something that shakes out differently, I will flag it for you. Press proof. Legend Series. It's just a Detroit Lions card in general, but again, that is an insert. It is not a base card. Gridiron Kings. And here comes our signature. Looks like both of our hits out of this first box are Chicago Bears. We had the relic come out a moment ago, and in behind it is a Roquan Smith signature for the Bears, numbered to 50. So Chicago kind of owning the first box here. I do like Donruss, but man, I wish they would put fewer cards per box and fewer boxes per case. I'll tell you that. James White to 500. And in subsequent boxes, if things are high numbered like that, I probably won't even stop to read off the number. We will be reading off the number of lower things, but of high numbered things, we'll probably just kind of keep on trucking, which is the way we typically do that sort of stuff. Another rated rookie press proof, Dominators again. Of course, those little white blank cards are just, you know, spacers kind of for put into to foil people who like to feel the packs to see if there's a hit in it, and that's the reason those are in there. All right, so that gives you an idea of what we're going to see going ahead, and just we're going to kind of cut a path through these other boxes. So I won't be reading as much off. We won't really be stopping to talk about a lot of those and all that kind of stuff, unless they're numbered, and obviously our signature and autograph hits. Martin says, oh, he feels bad having to sort this many cards. Oh, listen, I do not look forward to it, but it does help that somewhat that the base cards don't ship to the teams. I still have to sort them all out. Obviously, the base has to be sorted from what ships to the teams. But the fact that the base doesn't have to be sorted into teams will probably save me an hour or hour and a half anyway in terms of getting it ready. But yeah, this break to get it properly sorted and shipped and on the way, this break in total will probably take 6 to 8 hours to get sorted and ready to go. Because even if I could get it sorted in, say, 2 hours, maybe 2.5, it still takes forever then to get each thing, you know, ready to ship, because it doesn't just go in an envelope, you know, it's got to be prepared. It's numbered to 100 for the Jets with an insert, and it usually takes about as long or longer to get it ready to go once you've even gotten it sorted. So it does take quite a long amount of time. That is one of the reasons why I don't like to ship the base cards on breaks like this. And the other, honestly, is because so many people have told me in the past that they don't really care that much about the base cards. They like the inserts and the other stuff, and then the people who set build like the base cards. So it makes it the best of both worlds for both sets. John Hannah and the Patriots is our autograph hit out of this second box. We have not, we have not yet seen our relic, of course. That's the other fun thing about Panini. They like to put all kinds of cards facing the wrong way. All their inserts and stuff, they're going to put them facing 100 different directions. That one is numbered to 52, so it's numbered to the jersey number. It is Clay Matthews as a Ram. Isn't that hard to get used to? Clay Matthews as a Ram. I think that's hard to get used to anyway. Always going to think of Clay Matthews as a Packer, no matter what. Yeah, there are lots of products that I would probably open a lot more of if it were not for the massive time commitment to get it sorted and out the door. This being one of them, because I do like the product, and it's nice that they have so many numbered cards and parallels. It makes it fun to collect, but whew, it is a nightmare to get ready to go. I know, this is the boring part. Getting it all out of the packs always takes forever. I appreciate the fact that Topps, when they do these cases that have a lot of cards in them, they don't put them in as many boxes and as many packs. You know, they make the jumbo version and they put lots of cards in one pack and lots of the big fat packs per box. And you might have the same number of cards per case, but you can open it in probably a third less time when you don't have to stop and constantly open packs and stuff. So I do appreciate the fact that Topps does those jumbos. It makes life kind of nice. But of course, you know, you can't leave out the people who have the brick and mortar stores, and that's why a lot of this stuff is packaged the way that it is, because it's easier for them to sell, obviously, if they can sell like a, you know, $5 pack or something, as opposed to having to sell a $30 pack or a $50 pack or whatever. That, what is that? Is that another one to 500? Yes. So all those purple foils are going to be to 500, just by the by. Oh man, I forgot to go watch Hard Knocks. I meant to watch that on demand today. I missed it last night. Was doing a break, and would have been able to probably catch the last of it after we finished the break, but just decided I'd rather wait and do on demand and see it later. And then I got busy sorting today and I didn't get it watched. But did anybody else watch it? What did you guys think? Was it good? Was it interesting? Was it all about Antonio Brown's feet? So I finally found out what he did to his feet. So we got him one of those cryogenic chambers of some sort where it's supposed to, you know, speed heal and stuff like that. I guess LeBron James and a bunch of those kind of guys use it. So naturally, Antonio decided to give it a whirl. And I guess he either got in with no footwear or inappropriate footwear, and he got frostbite on his feet. And they look just gnarly. If you haven't seen it, you ought to look at the pictures of it. It's crazy. But yeah, so apparently that's what he did. Those things are supposed to get down to like 100, minus 100, and like minus, no, that can't be right. It couldn't have been minus 111 degrees. It must have been minus 11 degrees or something. Anyway, they get really, really cold, and he messed up his feet. So that's the moral of the story. Did we not get a relic in the second box? We didn't. We got an autograph. We got the Patriots, John Hanna, but we got no relic in the second box. Isn't that weird? That is, you know, well, there you go. That's why Panini always says on average, because sometimes they screw you. And we didn't get a relic out of there. We got the autograph, and we did not get a relic. So, go figure. Not the first time it's ever happened, but obviously not what we would hope for. Eric, you said that he swims with socks on? Oh, that's so gross. Like every day, all the time, or just because his feet are messed up? Oh, I can't imagine swimming with socks on because they'd be all soggy and wet and nasty. Oh, yuck. No, I would not be about that at all. Yeah, the bottom of his feet did look nasty. He took pictures, of course, and put them on social media because, well, why wouldn't he? And all of the skin is coming off of them, and they look painful. Look very, very painful. But, I mean, he probably did something, like, stupid and got in there in socks and no shoes or something. I mean, you would think you might know if you're getting into something that cold that you gotta have some shoes on. I don't know. Clowney and the Texans. That is numbered to 299, so we did get our relic out of this box, at least we know. Gridiron Kings, Drew Lock. Ooh, our autograph comes out early today, too, out of this box. Numbered to 49 with a little Drew Lock love for Denver. Very nice. So both of our hits we saw early. It means the rest of this box will be a little less climactic, I guess. Be going along. I mean, we'll still have other things to find, obviously. Parallels and numbered things, but the autographs and the relics were the most fun to find. Numbered to 50, Brian Burns and the Panthers. Possibly the second Brian Burns to 50. Had another Brian Burns something or another early on. That one's to 500. So was it good then last night? I mean, did it look like it's going to be an entertaining season of Hard Knocks for those of you who watched it? I thought last year with the Browns would be like super crazy. It really wasn't. It was very mild-mannered last year for the Browns, but it still ended up being entertaining. I still enjoyed watching it, but I think this year, I don't know, I kind of expect it to just be a big hot mess. Oh, Eric, you haven't watched it yet either, so all right, you're in my same boat. We've both got to go pick that up on demand then. What did we ever do before on demand? Well, I shouldn't say this is definitely going to age me, but that is numbered to 10. That part didn't age me. The fact that it's numbered to 10 didn't age me. That is Trayvon Mullen for the Raiders. But no, there didn't always used to be so many channel choices, you know. It used to be a handful of channels, and you didn't have so many options, so you didn't really have to worry about it. That's right. I come from the day and age when I was the remote control in my early youth. Get up and change the channel. You know? And there was, we got, VCRs came around when I was a kid, but I'm sure they definitely weren't a thing when I was born. Neither was MTV as far as that goes. MTV, I remember that well when we got MTV. It was so exciting because, we wanted to watch that Michael Jackson Thriller video. But of course, these days, I could not imagine living without On Demand and my DVR and the 40 million hours of programming that are sitting in there waiting for me to eventually find time to watch it. Eric, I agree with you. Gruden can say or do anything. You just don't know what Chucky's going to be up to. It's going to be quite interesting from that perspective, I would expect. This is Devin Singletary for the Bills. It is numbered to 75. Looks like we may have a little bit of a bend or something there in that one die cut point. That is one of the things that is a little frustrating about the way they make some of their die cuts. It's very difficult for them to survive in a pack without having some kind of minor issues because they have such severe points on them. It's like, can you all die cut with a little different design maybe? But no, they like their points. Their pointy little designs make them happy. Over there at Panini, torturing the rest of us. Tom Brady and the Patriots. Of course, every time I say the rest of us, I always think of Seinfeld. Did anybody watch Seinfeld on a regular basis? If you did, you will probably remember this, but there was George's dad had that fake holiday Festivus for the rest of us. So every time I say the rest of us, I just automatically in my head, that's what I hear. Festivus for the rest of us. You had to do the feats of strength and all that. Made up holiday on Seinfeld, and I still remember it all these many years later. Sticker Shock, you're right. MTV did used to play music videos then. In fact, that's all they did back then. Of course, that's way different now. Now you're lucky if you catch one on there, I think. But, yeah, that's how it started out. And there weren't really all that many cable channels when cable was first a thing. You had like ESPN, USA, the Weather Channel, MTV, like CMT, that country music channel, and I don't know, a couple others probably, but not a lot. Mr. Wrestling. George, your parents seem nice. George, yeah, they seem nice. Yeah, Seinfeld was just one of those shows that they will always try, somebody's always going to try to duplicate that show because it was so unprecedented in the fact that it was really just about the daily minutia of life, but there will never be another Seinfeld. And the casting is part of the reason why. The casting on that was excellent. And that show just resonated. You can watch it today, and it's as funny as it was then. Well, some people didn't like it probably then, so some people are probably like, yeah, it sucked then, it sucked now. But for those who did like it, I think if you watch the reruns, they're as funny and as timely now as they were then for the most part. Jace Sternberger for the Packers. That is a press proof die cut to 75. Another one with our little nasty little pointies on there to deal with. They have done so many remakes of shows, though. Don't you kind of think like one of these days they're going to pop up and say they want to remake Seinfeld? I hope they don't, though, because some of the remakes are pretty good of shows, and others it's like, oh, you kind of ruined your legacy there with that remake. So I don't know. I'd kind of rather them not, but who knows? They throw enough money at somebody, they probably do about any show a second time. Ooh, our autograph. And it is headed to the Raiders with Mr. Hunter Renfrow on the rookies insert set, numbered to 299. So Hunter is our autograph. We haven't seen our relic yet out of here, I don't think. Have we? I don't think we have. Not that I remember, anyway. Hi, Ramsey. We have not seen any autographs or relics of Dwayne Haskins. Now, we could have very well seen parallels, inserts, numbered cards, that sort of thing. That, Ramsey, I can't tell you with any certainty because I don't pay a huge amount of attention to that as we go through. Not in breaks like this where there's, so many cards. But we have not seen any autographs or relics yet for him. Sticker Shock, Nickelodeon. Oh, yeah, Nickelodeon. Right. But that was Nickelodeon one of the original channels? Well, I'm saying original. There were like 10 or 12 cable channels that kind of came before all the others. USA, Weather Channel, ESPN, MTV. Oh, VH1 used to be a big thing, too. Yeah, maybe. Nickelodeon might have been one of those early ones, too. Mr. Wrestling, surely they're out of jail by now. Was that not the worst ending in the world? I hated the way that show ended. That's probably the first series that I really just thought, oh my God, I can't stand this ending. Michael Strahan and the New York Giants, our second relic out. It is numbered to 25. Our second hit out of the box, our first relic. It is numbered to 25 with a 2-color relic there. Of course, since then, they've had some other shows that have had terrible, ambiguous, or unsatisfying endings. But that's really the first one I remember that I was like, oh, that ending is so awful. But who knows? I probably wouldn't have been able to write one any better, so there you go. Hard to know how to wrap things up, I guess. Philip Lindsay. We have been on a Philip Lindsay run lately. He has been coming out of everything. We'll see if we find an autograph for him in here. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. It's like the kid just sat down and signed 8 million things all at once after the season ended or something. Oh, that Adrian Peterson, is that, how low a number is that? To 10. Woohoo! Redskins, a little Adrian Peterson to 10. Jerry Rice insert. Now the back half of this case that we're working on right now, we will finish it up on Saturday. So for those of you who are inclined to want to see what comes out of the second half, it will be our one and only break for Saturday night. We just doubled up tonight because, well, both things were new releases, and we like to open the new stuff on the day it comes out, whenever possible. So if you guys, anybody watched a lot of breaks of this today, I'm just curious what seems to be the prevailing autograph. You know, there's always one or two guys that it seems like you find in almost every case of any given product. Curious what it's going to be for Donruss this year. I really haven't even particularly noticed a rookie pattern per se, because that's another pattern you can also find often. You know, the rookies that have signed more than other rookies and you pull them all the time kind of stuff. Haven't really seen what I would call a totally clear pattern on that either. There have been several that come out pretty readily, but truthfully, we don't even have that much trouble generally finding Kyler. I've seen him come out quite a bit this year out of a number of products, actually. So they haven't been as stingy with him as I think they were with Baker last year. I mean, we did okay with Baker last year. We pulled him a fair amount, but I feel like at the same point in the year, we've probably pulled Kyler more this year than we would have pulled Baker at the same point in the year last year. Ooh, another die cut. This one is Matt Ryan and the Falcons. And Maddie is numbered to 75. Glenn says there's a Hunter Renfrow in every case of every product. You know, I mean, we definitely have found some Hunter Renfrow. That is a good example of one that is showing up pretty regularly. But I don't think I have found him in every single case. But you're right, I have found him a fair amount. In general, you would think we would find a lot of Raiders because they have a lot of rookies this year, all of which look to be pretty decent. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, relic to 299. And that's our first hit out of this box, right? Yeah, I think that's right. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with a canvas rated rookie that is also numbered. It was numbered to 100. Paris Campbell, yeah, I mean, I find Paris Campbell some, but I don't think I find him in really what I would call abundance. But maybe we do, and I'm just not remembering it. Usually somebody that I find a lot will kind of imprint on me, and I, you know, for lack of a better way to describe it, and then you're like, man, I see that guy in everything I open, but I haven't really had that feeling about anybody yet this year too much. Clelin Ferrell to 50 for the Raiders. Glenn says he's also seen a lot of Mecole Hardman Jr. for the Chiefs. Oh, nice. I was flipping that over just expecting it to be an insert, but it's our autograph. Well, let's get a sleeve that maybe I can manage to get open. Sometimes they just stick a little bit. Will Greer, Carolina Panthers, to 199. Carolina with the autograph out of this box. So now we have found both autograph and relics. Or both the autograph and the relic have been found out of this box, is what I'm trying rather unsuccessfully to say. Oh, I knew you meant Nicole. I knew who you meant. We were on the same page there, Glenn, for sure. And this, another canvas, but that one's not numbered, of Drew Lock. There's lots of those canvas in here, rated rookie canvas. but they are largely unnumbered. Every once in a while, one is. All right, let's get that little stack over there into the sorting area. And we got this little tiny bit here left to look at. And there you go. We have opened 5 and we have 4 left to look at. I gotta get another chair. This chair's so squeaky. It's been squeaky ever since I got it, though. I mean, since day one. This chair it's a folding chair, and it's just always been squeaky. And I am really fidgety, and I always have been. I'm always like moving my legs or my feet or shifting around or whatever, and I've been that way my whole life, in school, in church, in a movie. It doesn't matter. It's just, that's what I do. And every time I fidget, this chair makes so much noise. It bugs me. I gotta get another one. Although the other one's probably just gonna do the same thing, right? It's just these little folding chairs that probably all are the same in that regard. But I don't know. I spent a lot of time in this one. Between the breaks and the sorting and the shipping, this chair should be about imprinted to my behind, you would think. The Eagles with a Deshaun Jackson Power Performers autograph, numbered 249. Philly. It's weird to think of the Eagles without Nick Foles. I hope that he does well with the Jags. This card just tried to jump ship there. It's Deshaun Watson base card, and I think he's okay. But if they try to jump out of the stack, I do generally like to take a look at them and make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary going on. Brian Dawkins is our relic out of this box. It is also for the Eagles, so it's numbered to 25. Early on, we had a box that had 2 Bears in it. Now we got a box with 2 Eagles in it. Seems weird for my Reds to not be playing tonight. Old Tucker Barnhart's been back with a vengeance. He was out with an injury, but even before he went out with the injury, he really hadn't been doing a very good job with bat anyway. He had been in a bit of a slump, but man, since he has come back, he has been just raking. 2 home runs last night, I think it was. Of course, obviously, didn't get to see the whole game, but I believe he hit 2 last night. He hit 1 the night before. He's all of a sudden back to looking pretty darn good, which we needed very much. But to tell you the truth, I wish we could keep Freddie Benavidez calling the plays for a little longer, though. That's what I was talking about earlier. I think I like David Bell a lot, but I think he doesn't take quite as many risks, maybe, as Freddie's been taking. Probably Freddie can afford to take more, though, right? Because he knows he's only got to do it for 6 games. So he's like, yeah, how bad can it be? I'll just do whatever I want for 6 games. But he's looked pretty good, I thought. Gonna be anxious to see how my Steelers look this year. I feel like we're not obviously completely revamped, but boy, it sure feels like it. To not have the drama and the soap opera of, Le'Veon Bell holding out or complaining about something, or Antonio Brown doing something, and it's kind of nice that I don't hear any gossipy weirdness about my Steelers in the preseason. So our season may be horrible, I don't know, but remains to be seen. But I do like that we're not at least a soap opera in the preseason. Although I did hear someone say that, who was it? Somebody said that Ben looked better than he's looked in a few years. So, maybe. Le'Veon Bell for the Jets. Speak of the devil. Die cut to 25. Doesn't even seem like it should already be football time, does it? I mean, in terms of preseason and all that, it doesn't feel like it should be August. Honestly, it does not. But yet, here we are. Number to 50, a little bit of a bad lower left. I mean, not terrible, but not perfect. And that's George Kittle for the 49ers. Gold parallel to 50. Fans of the game. Now, see, that's the way it should be. That guy picks a team. Kansas City Chiefs. Last year we had the Olympic athlete, Chloe Kim, who didn't pick a team. So hers always just said NFL instead of a team. This year we've got Erin Anderson, the broadcaster. So I kind of understand why I guess she doesn't pick a team, because maybe she's supposed to be neutral as a broadcaster, but then why put her in? If she's not going to pick a team, don't put her in here. Pick somebody who will take a stand for their team. Oh, Big Ben owns a restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina. I didn't know that. And you've seen him there a couple times? Well, that's very cool. I did not know that he owned a restaurant there. Yeah, my man Big Ben, he's getting a little long in the tooth, but, he still was pretty darn good last year, and I hope he's going to be as good or better this year. What restaurant is it, Eric? Is it like a football themed or a sports themed type thing, or is it just like a regular restaurant? I think this is our second Clowney relic, isn't it? Out of this half case, I think. And it is numbered to 299 for the Texans. Yeah, I think if I were an athlete and I had the kind of money those guys make, I would want to do some stuff like that too, Jump in and buy some things like that as investments. I mean, somebody else would run them, I'm sure, but I think it'd be kind of cool, own a bar or own a restaurant or something. King Street Grill. All right. Well, if I'm ever in Charleston, South Carolina in the off season, I will have to camp out there and see if I can find my man Big Ben. Oh, it's high end. Well, maybe I won't camp out there. Maybe I won't. They'd probably throw me out inappropriately dressed or something if it's really upscale. Because when I'm on vacation, let me tell you what, I am not too upscale most of the time. I like to, we usually go to a beach, and so I like to bum around in the beach bum kind of tradition for vacation. I like to do the exact opposite of upscale. Although I guess for one night, I could swing it for one night. If I thought I could go see Big Ben, maybe. But a lot of those guys probably have, I'd say a bunch of those of athletes probably have ownerships or part ownerships and all kinds of ventures like that. I mean, LeBron James, I think, is one who, maybe it's not restaurants necessarily, but I think he invests in all kinds of things and is really smart about his money. For the Browns, that is Ozzie Newsome to 25 with a little die cut. That is numbered to 75 for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, another die cut. But they should, LeBron and a lot of those guys have been very smart with their money, which is great. And I think that's how it should be. And I think that all of these different associations, that should be part of it when you're coming in as a rookie to the NBA, the NFL, whatever, Major League Baseball. Part of it should be, here's some classes that you have to take about money management, because you see so many people, athletes, who a few years after they're out of the game, they've blown through all their money. Maybe more so in the past than is the case now, because I think now there's some awareness that can happen. But nonetheless, I think it should just be mandatory if you're a rookie that they put you in some of those classes, because so many of these guys, they're so young. You got to think about it. These are college kids. Like if I had been given in college, a contract, it's basically like, oh, here's millions of dollars, have fun. My goodness, I would have gone out and blown a big chunk of it on crazy stuff too. But yeah, it's just so much money for kids that are so young. Not even old enough to legally buy a drink and worth millions of dollars. So judgment's maybe not quite the best at that age. Well, Martin, that's true. They have learned some from players in the past who have gone broke. You're right. Some of the younger ones for sure have seen that happen and kind of been like, maybe I better take care of that. And that's another good point, Eric. You're saying a lot of people, are dipping into their money, basically, their friends, their family, their managers. I think especially family, you hear about that a lot. They want to be very generous, and so, all their family members that come and ask them for whatever, they're helping them out and buying them cars or buying them houses. And I'm not talking just about immediate family, even maybe some extended family, cousins and things getting into the act as well. And I imagine it would be hard to say no. Tony Gonzalez for the Kansas City Chiefs to 199, a relic. I guess the key is maybe they have to stay in the league and be successful enough if they can remain in it for several years and get some contract extensions. By then, even if they've blown through their early money, they start making some better, bigger bucks, and then they're a little older and know how to hang on to it a little better maybe. So here's another one for the Raiders. That is numbered to 30, Jalen Richard. When you say AP, Mr. Wrestling, are you referring to Adrian Peterson? Saying that he is broke? How in the world did he go broke? He's had lots of lots of big contracts. He's been in the league forever. What happened to him? I guess they have, though, retirement plans, though, right? I mean, isn't that part of being in a union? And all these guys are union. Yeah, obviously, that's what the leagues are. The players' associations and whatnot are unions. That's numbered to 75, LaShawn McCoy and the Buffalo Bills. So I'm assuming they have some kind of a retirement plan, too, right? Maybe they don't. I don't know. But you would figure that they would. Devin Singletary, our autograph. So autograph and relic both out already for this box. That one numbered to 299, Buffalo Bills. I saw that they just made the NCAA, or rather the NBA, or maybe in conjunction with the NCAA, I don't know. Anyway, you know now that some of these college kids are going to be able to start doing some stuff with agents going forward. I don't remember when it kicks in, but soon. And still retain their eligibility. They have to still do other stuff, but they can work with agents. And so I guess they just made a new requirement that they're calling it the Rich Paul rule, that for these kids coming out of college, or in college basketball anyway, who want to work with an agent and maintain their eligibility, that their agent has to have a college degree. And I guess like one of the few agents out there who doesn't have a college degree is LeBron's guy, you know, Rich Paul from Clutch Sports. So everybody's all up in arms saying that that rule was written, that's numbered to 100, for Will Greer and the Panthers on the Gridiron Kings insert, that rule was written and designed, you know, just to keep Rich Paul out of I guess, college basketball, more or less. Maybe it was, I don't know, but it seems really extreme to write a rule just for that. I mean, I would think that would be more to worry about some fly-by-night people who would be trying to jump in and say, you know, oh, look at this new opportunity. Let me jump in and try to become an agent kind of deal. Numbered to 10, it is Jeffrey Simmons for the Titans. But I'll tell you, I fall firmly into the camp that says that college kids, maybe they shouldn't be paid to play college basketball per se, because I do think that would give some of the powerhouse schools a big advantage over some of the smaller schools. But I really don't have any problem with saying that they should be able to peddle their own likeness and their own endorsement, you know? So if you're in college and whatever, your local car company wants to give you a Chevrolet to drive, and in exchange you do a commercial for them, then, fine. Or if you want to hold an autograph session and charge for it while you're in college, fine. It's your autograph, it's your image, it's your likeness. I think they should let them do that sort of stuff, honestly. But I guess like anything else, they figure that's just opening the door to further corruption. But honestly, I think it would eliminate some of it. Because right now, there's all kinds of shady backdoor stuff going on anyway. At least if they just say, okay, you can do this, it would be out there and you could see and know what was going on. I mean, there's always going to be bad actors, no matter what is allowed and what isn't allowed, but I think there's ways to manage it. So this is our last box, and our first autograph, or our first hit, our only autograph out of the last box is for the Ravens, Miles Boykin. We are, of course, still going to be looking for the relic. No, we're not, because there it is. It is Mitch Trubisky, and the Bears is our relic here out of the last box. It is numbered to 299. Now, of course, we're still have things to look through, looking for our inserts and our numbered cards and things along those lines. And then we've got that redemption that's still sitting up there in housekeeping. And we'll flip that redemption over at the end of the break, find out what's on the other side of it, and go to the Panini website, which will give us all of the details about what we can expect it to be numbered to. And we'll verify the team and all that fun stuff as soon as we finish looking through the last of these. So I did not buy a ton of Donruss this year, primarily because there's so much stuff out right now. I have an incredible amount of stuff that I still need to break, and they're just pouring it on, and they're making it extremely difficult to break things in any kind of a timely manner because there's so much new stuff being dumped out every single week. So I only brought in a couple of cases of Donruss this year. This is numbered to 56, which again is a jersey number. And that's for the Giants. It's Lawrence Taylor, little LT. So we're going to have 4 total breaks of this, half cases. The one tonight, then of course the one Saturday will be the back half of this case will be break number 2. And somewhere next week, probably towards the end of next week, we will jump into the second case. That's my current plan anyway. But we got lots of other football too, of course. Majestic and Immaculate Collegiate, and I don't even know what all else is down there. I think there's even more football probably down there. We've got tons of baseball left to break. Got some basketball left to get through. There's just a lot. Fans of the game for the Browns. Who is that? Melissa Baker. Who's Melissa Baker? Anybody know who that is? I guess I should know. I'm sure I should know. But like off the top of my head, I don't know who Melissa Baker is. Number 1090 is Jameis Winston. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Maybe none of you know too. Nobody's jumping in there to say, hey, Melissa Baker is so-and-so. So maybe y'all don't know either. Maybe I'm not alone. That was an A.J. Brown canvas rated rookie studio series numbered to 100. And here's another die cut. This is the Arizona Cardinals. It's numbered to 75, Byron Murphy. Well, there's a guy we really haven't seen much of, come to think of it. He's one of the Cardinals we have not really seen a lot of in other products, or this one for that matter, up to this point. You guys have all like gone radio silent. Everybody's so quiet. Like, where the heck did everybody go? Where's everybody? Where did you go? Gold, and it is numbered to 50. Michael Gallup for the Cowboys. All righty. Let's flip over our redemption, find out where that goes. Then our fans of the game, we're going to have to use random.org to sort that out so that it can have a nice shiny new home. And I am going to also try to recap some of our lower numbered cards here. If I think I set out most of the lower numbered ones, maybe not all of them, but most of them that are below 50, I think are in that stack. But I may have stacked one or two somewhere else, but anyway. David's here. Hi, David. At least David didn't leave me all alone. Our redemption, Marquise Hollywood Brown, the rookies autographs. That is going to be heading to the Ravens. And we're going to roll over here to the Panini website and find out what it is numbered to. And that will also, of course, give us a chance to... Whoops, that's not the right page. Or is the right page? This is the right page. Oh, I didn't have you over here with me anyway. Good grief. All right, I'm just scooting around over there thinking I had you following along with me, but I didn't. But now we do. All right, so we are looking for the rookies autographs as our card set. And our card number is 12. There it is, Marquise Brown, the Ravens, as we expected, is numbered to 199. So let me get that labeled up. Now we've got to take care of this because Erin Andrews was too lame to pick a team. She just used all the NFL teams. So we have to use random.org to give that out. All right. So that's another thing that I'm going to just bring you along with me here as we roll through this. So Donruss Football includes, of course, the base cards because they have their own bidding spot, as you all know. And that means it's going to be included in our random for this card as well because they were a paid bidding spot, same as all the team spots. So here's how this works. Because I have 10 or more items in this list, which obviously we do with 33 in our list, we're going to do random one single time. Wherever it lands, whoever's in the number one bidding spot after, or the number one spot after we do randomize, will take home that card. So I'm just scrolling through so you can see all the teams were copied and pasted, including our base card only spot, which was a bidding spot in the break. Good luck, everybody. It goes to the Redskins. So this fans of the game here, Erin Andrews. This is in a sleeve. I am not writing on your card. I promise you I would not write on your card. See, in a handy little sleeve. So this little bad boy to the Redskins. Some of our lower numbered cards, as in numbered lower than 50. Well, I thought lower numbered than 50. That one's to 52. But anyway, it's a jersey number, Clay Matthews for the Rams. This one is numbered to 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. For the Redskins, /10 with Adrian Peterson. For the Raiders, /10 with Trayvon Mullen. A die cut Le'Veon Bell /25 for the Jets. A die cut Ozzie Newsome /25 for the Browns. This one is numbered to 30 for the Raiders. And this is numbered to 10 for the Titans with Jeffrey Simmons. Now, there are loads of other numbered cards, as you know, but those are just the ones I set aside specifically to recap. Now, as a final reminder, the base cards do not ship to the teams. They had their own bidding spot. This is an example of what a base card looks like. Okay, the rated rookie cards go to the teams. Those aren't base. They are rated rookie. All the inserts and the parallels and the numbered cards and the relic cards and the autograph cards also go to the team. So you're going to get loads of stuff. But literally just a straight up base card like the one I showed you, or, you know, like this one, that's the stuff that goes to the base card only spot. Of course, all of that was lined out pretty specifically in the description, but just that's a final reminder here before we recap. So Marquise Brown, Ravens, redemption to 199. Mitch Trubisky and the Bears with a relic. There's Miles Boykin with an autograph for the Ravens. The Buffalo Bills with a Singletary autograph. A relic for the Kansas City Chiefs. And a relic for the Texans with Clowney. The Eagles, Brian Dawkins relic. An autograph for the Eagles, Deshaun Jackson. There's a Will Greer autograph for the Panthers. A Josh Allen relic for the Bills. A Michael Strahan relic for the Giants. The Raiders with Hunter Renfrow. Drew Lock for the Broncos. Clowney for the Texans with another relic. The Patriots, John Hanna. That's the box where we only got the John Hanna autograph and we got no relic out of one box. And that was the box. It was, I think, the second box we opened. And Roquan Smith came out for the Bears with an autograph. And out of that same box came a Khalil Mack relic for the Bears. All right, so there is the autograph. There's the recap. Oh, boy. See, I was reading chat and reading the word autograph, and I said it, and yeah, boy, woohoo, multitasking, not my strong suit tonight, is it? Yeah, so what I meant to say is that's the break and that's the recap. Meanwhile, let's go over the spreadsheet information one more time for those of you who might have missed it. We'll take a look at when you can expect this to ship, etc. Let me get it set up here real quickly. So Monday is my expectation for getting this out the door and on the way to you. It is possible that I might be able to get part of it or all of it on the way sooner than Monday. And of course, if I'm able to do that, I will be happy to do so. I'm always trying to get it out to you as quickly as I can. But plan on Monday. Be pleasantly surprised if I get it on the way to you sooner. If you got skunked in tribute, meaning that you did not pull a single thing, not even a base card, you will still get a package in the mail. It will still have cards in it. It will be consolation card or cards. As you just saw here in Donruss Football, there are a trillion cards in this break, and there were a trillion of them that were inserts and parallels and rated rookies and whatever. So all the teams are going to get plenty of stuff, and the base card bidding spot's going to get plenty of stuff, and everybody's gonna get lots of stuff. Then coming up tomorrow night, we are breaking a half case of Gold Standard football. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. We're going to break a 10-box inner of Contenders Optic Basketball and a 5-box full case of Immaculate Collegiate Football. On Friday night, we're going to break a half case of Leaf Rookie Retro. That is a multi-sport break, and all the spots are listed by the first letter of the last name, and I put them all in the football bidding category. We'll break a second case of Tribute Baseball on Friday night and a full case of Encased Basketball on Friday night as well. Saturday night is when we're going to come back and finish up Donruss Football. So the back half of this case that we didn't open tonight, we will finish on Saturday. And once again, base cards will not be shipping to the teams in that break either. Base cards will go to a separate bidding spot. All of the specifics about that are in the listing description for that item. You can read very specifically what does and does not ship. Both Sunday night and Monday night will be off nights because, my goodness, it's going to be a lot of sorting with all this Donruss and all that other stuff. I know, I never take two off together, like virtually ever, but we're going to. We're going to take off Sunday and Monday and try to get caught up on a bunch of stuff, and then we'll come back Tuesday with a vengeance. Meanwhile, let me catch up on chat here real quickly before we sign off. So, David, you're asking, is the product any good? Oh, I mean, you know what? Donruss is a lot of fun. It's great for parallels and numbered cards and things like that. It's got a very specific kind of following, and the rated rookies are probably the most desirable stuff out of Donruss flagship usually. Of anything, Donruss baseball, basketball, or football, the rated rookies are always the most fun part. But yeah, it's a cool little product for sure. Sticker Shock says, you're happy because you got a Singletary autograph tonight, and then you got your Josh Allen out of certified. That's right. You have done pretty well as a whole. David, my neighbors have finally stopped shooting off fireworks. Thank goodness. Yeah, David, some of you guys had to suffer through that. My neighbors started shooting them off a week or 10 days before the 4th of July, and they kept going for a week or 10 days after, it seemed. It was quite a long ordeal. And Eric, thank you too. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate everyone being here tonight, spending part of your new release Wednesday night with me. So I am out of here for tonight. Of course, I'll be back at it tomorrow night. If I do not see you then, I hope I will see you again sometime soon. In the meantime, take care, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.